Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hacky, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get all police vehicles in GTA Online. Some of these you can actually spawn in and test out, and some of these are actually savable. Right before we begin, if you go on to enjoy, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, help us get to 200,000 subscribers, that would be much appreciated. Anyway, let's get into it. So the first two we're going to be spawning in are the Coquette D10 Pursuit and the Faction. This is actually a part of an event that Rockstar is giving us, so we could go to certain locations, giving us a chance to possibly spawn these two police cars in. Now there's two different methods to actually spawn it. You can either go in an invite only session by yourself, wait 20 minutes, and then after the 20 minutes you have a 10-minute window to go to these three locations and spawn it in, or you could just rejoin public sessions over and over and over again. Of course, go to the three spawn locations and see if they're actually there until you actually find it. So the three spawn locations are going to be in this parking lot right in front of the basketball court. Here is the exact location. This is one possible spawn location out of three. Another one is going to be exactly in this parking lot, so where the gang vehicles actually spawn in, so in the gang neighborhood. And the third and final one is going to be close to the police station in this exact spot. You're going to see the two vehicles and a couple of NPCs standing next to the cars. So I'm going to join another session. Make sure you do actually have your spawn location set to last location, and I'll see you guys once I actually find them. And there is the event. So it took a couple of sessions to actually spawn this in, and this is what it's going to be looking like. A couple of NPCs standing next to the beautiful Coquette D10 Pursuit and the Faction. The Faction actually has a pretty unique siren noise to it, but all you have to do once you actually find this is take out a few enemies, and then once you get in the car, actually call Lester to get the cops off of you. So let me go ahead and do that real quick, and okay, that cop literally despawned. I don't know why. This is what it looks like. This is the only way to get it before it actually releases into the game. Probably be a good time to call Lester to get the cops off of us so they don't destroy this beautiful Corvette. The best way to go about it is once again just finding a new session and going to the three spawn locations, which is one right here, second one is in one of these parking lots, final one is next to the police station. Anyway, let's move on to the next police vehicle. Next up, we're going to be spawning the rare police motorcycle. So the first thing you want to do is head to this exact location under the highway next to this garage that you can actually buy and next to this little skate park. So this is the exact location towards the right side of the city, and you do need to be owning an agency just because you do need Amani as a contact on your phone. So as we're sitting in this exact location, all we're going to be doing is sourcing a motorcycle. Now there's two different spawn locations for this rare police motorcycle, and we're basically right in between them just so we got the best chance of spawning it in. So let's see if we could get it first try. We're going to press on it, and then depending on where it spawns on the map, that's how we know if we got it or not. So I think we did get it. So it did spawn at this police station. It could either spawn at this police station on the left of us or this police station just across the little bridge. Usually it's going to spawn you a sporty type motorcycle, but if you got one of these locations, it's actually going to give you the rare police bike, and this is what it's going to be looking like. At first it might not look like the coolest thing, but it does have the police text on the front of it, and you can turn on the lights, which mainly show in the back of the vehicle. And this bike, unfortunately, you cannot actually buy in the in-game website, so that's why I do consider it pretty rare. You just cannot really find it any other way as far as I know. At least I'll show you guys how to get the white version of it a little bit later. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Now we're going to be spawning in the FIB Buffalo. So this is another vehicle you can't just go and buy in an in-game website. So what you want to do is register as a CEO and then go into VIP work. Then we're going to start up hostile takeover and make sure to set it to LSIA. So make sure you're actually at the airport for this, just because it's going to tell you to actually go to one of the hangars. So we do want to be close. We still have the cops on us, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully you don't have the police on you, and preferably you do want to be in an armored vehicle like a Night Shark or like an armored Kuruma, just because you're going to be getting shot a good amount. And there's the beautiful FIB Buffalo right there. Definitely don't use explosives just so you don't accidentally blow the vehicle up. But you do actually want to take out these enemies. But you do actually want to take out those enemies and then steal the FIB Buffalo. Then we can go inside the beautiful FIB Buffalo. It's got some pretty cool looking police lights on it. And then we quickly need to get out of here as soon as possible. We have a 4-star wanted level. Before you start the hostile takeover, just make sure you actually request a job from Simeon or like Gerald, and then you actually go into that job, back out, and then you won't have the cops on you, and you'll be free to go with this beautiful FIB Buffalo. But currently currently I am running on one tire. I literally have most of my tires popped, because basically if you go into a job, it's going to end the mission and you won't have the cops on you, and you'll still have this vehicle, and then you're pretty much free to just use it and have fun with it. But currently I'm just going to have to suffer. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be the white police motorcycle. Now this method is completely different from getting the black version of this motorcycle, so you want to head to this exact mini market. It's going to be on the far right side of the map, so make the trip over here, and then what you want to do is act like you're actually robbing the store. So point it at the cashier, and then automatically you will get a 2-star wanted level. At this point you do want to have a motorcycle by your side. We're going to take the motorcycle and drive behind this ammunition store, and once we get back here, all we're going to do is point our camera angle to the right, which is hopefully going to be away from the spawn location of the motorcycle. So if you see a police icon on the left side of you, that's how you know that's the actual motorcycle. But if you see the icon coming from the right of you from the highway, that's just a regular police car. So it does depend where the icon on the minimap is. Now for unlocking the trade prices of the actual purchasable police vehicles. So starting in the Warstock website, the Predator boat used to be free just for a limited time because of the community challenge that we completed. So it's definitely not worth 2.8 or definitely not $3.8 million. So I wouldn't recommend buying this one. If you didn't manage to get it for free, oh well, but it's not that crazy of a boat, to be honest. It's just some police text on a regular boat. Despite that, if you still want to unlock this thing, you do have to do a certain mission inside of the garment factory called the black box file. Then for the Caracara pursuit, which you can actually put a missile lock-on jammer on it, which you can't do with all police vehicles, at least I don't think. If you do want to unlock the trade price, which is well worth it since it gives you a discount of 1.3 million, I'll tell you right now, the $5.3 million price tag is not worth it for any police vehicle, but you actually need to be owning a police vehicle before this, since you have to do dispatch work missions. So basically, once you get any police vehicle, it's going to give you an option to start some dispatch work missions. So you have to complete a certain one to be able to unlock this one, on top of completing the very first setup in the Cluck and Bell farm raid, which luckily you don't need to buy anything for. So just go to the V icon, and then it's going to be the first setup mission. Just complete that, and then you'll have enough to unlock the trade price for this thing, which is awesome. And it's also a similar process for the Terminus version of the police car, the Terminus Patrol. So just complete the first setup in the Cluck and Bell farm raid, and then you need to complete another type of dispatch work mission called Health Code Violation. And for the Caracara, I believe it is the Obstruction of Justice. Basically, to unlock these two police vehicles, you already need to be owning a police car just so you could do the dispatch work missions, which is kind of a downside, but hopefully you do have one of the older ones. Now, if you want to go for the absolute cheapest police car, that's going to be the $3 million unmarked cruiser. And to unlock this one, you just need to survive a 3-star wanted level or higher for 5 minutes straight in a free roam session, of course. So it's pretty easy for this one. That's to unlock this vehicle in the first place. Now, on top of that, to unlock the cheap trade price for it, you need to complete the gangbanger robbery inside of the salvage yard. So you do need the salvage yard business for this. To unlock the cooler version of this car, which is going to cost you 3.5 million with the trade price, you need to complete one of the setups inside of the salvage yard, and that's scoping out the Mission Row police station. So pretty simple for the Stay Near LE cruiser. For the police riot van, which in my opinion no one should ever buy since you could just easily spawn this in. To unlock this one, you have to do the technical gear planning work inside of the gangbanger robbery in the salvage yard. That's going to unlock you the trade price, but to buy it in the first place, for the buy it now price, you need to survive a 4 or a 5-star wanted level. Then for the park ranger police vehicle, this one's going to have to do with photographing animals. So it's only available on current gen consoles just because there's no animals on last gen. So you do need to go to the LS tourist board and take a few photos of a few animals, and then you should be able to unlock this one. And since we quickly mentioned the riot van earlier, we're actually going to be spawning it in the exact police station. It's super easy, and honestly everyone should know of this. So here is the van. It's super easy to spawn. You don't even have to be here at a certain time, but this is the exact location at this police station. It's actually very close to one of the spawn locations of the D10 in the faction. Once you get inside of this thing, it does look pretty cool. Even though it's not super armored, you're automatically gonna get a 2-star wanted level, but you can call Lester and have fun with this vehicle. Feel free to help out the video by dropping a like on it. Subscribe if you're new for more awesome videos like these that you do not want to miss. Now, if you enjoyed this video, chances are you're gonna like the video on the screen right now. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.